This is Daybreak for Friday, August 5th. Severe weather being described as beautiful and awesome. You can see why. The details on the Lake Manawa tornado coming up.
Plus, police get their guy following an overnight shooting, but the details of his arrest are going to surprise you.
And it looks like the weather is going to be much quieter today. We'll talk about Friday and the rest of the weekend in the hour-by-hour forecast.
Plus, with the opening ceremonies tonight in Rio, we're hosting an Olympic event right of our own at Bellevue East.
Welcome to WOWT NBC Omaha, your morning home for news, weather, and traffic. This is WOWT 6 News Daybreak.
Good morning and happy Friday, everybody. I'm Cerise Cole.
I'm Dave Zavolinsky. Jordan Shefty has today off. Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord is here with us for one final Daybreak show.
One more hour, guys.
This is it.
So congratulations.
Thank you, sir.
It's not cool for us because you're gone, but we're very happy for you.
Thank you. I
and
appreciate that.
Well-deserved promotion to the night side.
I will miss you guys, but we'll get all gushy later.
Yes,
Let's take a look at what we have going on weather-wise right now. Some showers and storms down to the south and to the southeast. They are moving out of the Nebraska City and Shenandoah area, upper 60s now. Clouds will decrease, and we'll go into the low 80s this afternoon with sunshine and a little bit of a north breeze at 5 to 10 miles per hour.
All right, Rusty, thank you. We're going to take a look outside. Interstate 80 traffic slowly picking up, but the good news is there are no delays or no accidents if you're heading out the door right now. 6:01 is the time. Well, an unusual arrest overnight after a shooting sends a man to the hospital with critical injuries. And
Omaha Police Lieutenant joked that the suspect's conscience may have actually kicked in here. Here's why. Officers were called to 34th and Seward just after 1 following reports that a man had been shot outside of a nearby home. Now, when crews arrived, they found the victim and they did take him to the hospital in critical condition.
Here's where it gets interesting. As officers set up a perimeter for their investigation, that suspect returned to the scene. He was taken into custody. Neither he nor the victim have been identified.
Well, the video continues to circulate online. That dramatic, impossible to miss rope that seemingly just fell out of the sky yesterday evening over Lake Manawa.
Yeah, incredibly, no reports of damage or injuries. Instead of hearing from area residents how beautiful the cell was, not typically the adjective you hear when we're talking about severe weather.
Not at all, but hard to argue with what they're saying because instead of seeking shelter, many people just held up their phones, went outside, and they tried to get an image themselves, and they took them over and over and over again.
It was kind of cool how it just stayed right over the beach, though. I mean, it didn't move around.
I've never experienced anything like that. Never, ever in my life.
Well, beautiful, yes, but let's not forget it was a tornado, so it could be dangerous.
For sure, and now the experts are left sorting things out this morning since this wasn't your typical tornado.
You know, the bottom line here is, it looked like it largely remained over Lake Manawa. There's really no damage indicators.
National Weather Service crews were tracking the storm from Valley, Nebraska. Science on the ground is leading them to believe this was a minor tornado known as a land spout, or in this case, possibly a water spout.
6:03 right now. We do have a follow-up from Sarpy County this morning after a Crime Stoppers alert. A man accused of exposing himself to young children is now facing some new charges. On Thursday, Justin Padani was released from jail after he posted 10% of his $100,000 bond.
Investigators say he exposed himself to 2 girls ages 10 and 7 near 96 and Schramm Road. As part of his release, he cannot have any contact with anyone under the age of 19. Padani faces a number of charges, including indecent exposure and possession of child porn.
2 firefighters are back home this morning after being treated for heat-related stress after battling a house fire in Ponca Hills.
It was the story we brought to you as breaking news. The same time Thursday, several crews responded to that massive fire. Well, this morning, officials say it began in the garage, spreading up through the home. The cause is accidental.
Now the couple living here is left going through the damage.
I mean, we got days of just picking through stuff because our entire lives are throwing out that bedroom window on the side of the house, big pile of debris out there that's 10 feet high.
Well, the homeowners expressed their gratitude toward first responders, especially their efforts to save their dog who ran back inside of the home.
Now, that dog's name pretty appropriate given the circumstance. It is Trouble.
6:04 now, and the Huskers are gearing up for their first game of the season against Fresno State. Things getting a little bit more real with the start of fall camp yesterday. Head coach Mike Riley acknowledged a trying time for the team, however, but that everybody has come out ready to play football.
Yeah, ready to be back on the field. Del Mornay Pearson L., the junior return man and receiver, was out most of last season due to leg injury. A USA Today coach's preseason poll has defending champion Alabama at number 1. The Iowa Hawkeyes fall in at number 15. Nebraska is rated 38.
All right, so a bit of ground to make up here, but that's why they play the games. It's a preseason poll, and historically the coach is not always very accurate in these polls, so let's not panic just
We will
yet.
not panic.
All right. Well, hey, the wait is almost over. Tonight, Brazil officially opens up the Summer Olympic Games in Rio.
Until then, we're having a little bit of friendly competition of our own. Jenna James joins us now from Bellevue East to explain. Jenna, good morning.
Good morning, Dave and Cerise. We are hosting a track meet here at Bellevue East, since that's always one of the most watched Olympic sports. We have 5 students out here running, trying to compete against each other. Each of them are wearing one of our names on their shirts for the 5 people on Daybreak. As they run, they're going to be racing for a charitable donation to one of our favorite charities. So we got 5 students out here. On your marks, get set, go! So this morning, the 5 of them are running a 400 meters. So in lane 1, we have Christina Sullivan. She is running for Dave. She is with the Make-A-Wish charity. In lane 2, we have Logan Wood. He's running for Cerise. That is for Partnership for Kids. In lane 3, we have Xander Cunningham as Rusty. He is running for the Nebraska Border Collie Rescue. In lane 4, Austin Sly is running for Me as Girls Inc. And in lane 5, we have Connor Sailors, who is running for Jordan, Hands, Hearts, and Paws. And each of them, again, is running for a charitable donation by WOWT to one of those charities. And here they come on the final stretch. I should mention, we have 1 track athlete out here. 4 others are also athletes here at Bellevue East. But again, we're expecting the Olympics tonight to really kick off everything, so we want to make sure that these students are doing the same. And we have Logan going to make it a big win for Cerise. Logan, if you don't mind joining me over here real quick, let's get a quick word with the winner. So you just won a charitable donation to Partnership for Kids. How does it feel to win?
It feels amazing, you know. I mean, it feels so great to win for the kids.
Okay, so that money's going to go toward kids who really get to get school supplies, get to really know what it's like to get to go to school, have that education, all that. You probably also really care about your education. What year in school are you?
I'm a senior in school.
Did you already have college plans?
University of Nebraska, Lincoln.
Oh, nice. Are you going to be running track there since you just killed that 400?
No, I'm not, but I am going to be running for a running club.
Very nice. And I hope I'm not putting you on the spot here, but what's your favorite Olympic sport to watch?
Track.
Track, of course. Well, we won't be an Olympic competition unless you get a gold medal. So there we go. Cerise, congratulations. Money going to Partnership for Kids on this first race.
Yes, tell him congratulations. He did a great job representing Team Cerise.
Cerise says congratulations. Great job.
And we're not done yet, right, Jenna?
We are not done yet. I'm hoping that in the 100 meter we can get some money for Girls Inc. because I think the Jenna runner needs to win this next one.
All right, Jenna James reporting live this morning. Jenna, thank you. Listen, Partnership for Kids, I have witnessed, I've gone to so many events, and they take kids who may not even graduate, and they support them, mentor them, make sure they graduate, go on to college, support them through and through. So I'm happy that the money
sounds
is
like the
going
money's
to
going to a
Partnership
great
for
cause
Kids. Yeah.
for sure. And another chance for another
We're
charity
not
or
done.
your charity to double up here in the next half hour.
All right, let's check in with meteorologist Rusty Lord. The weather's working out good for our track meet out there, Russ.
We were able to keep the rain south. I was a little concerned when I got in here today, but everything stayed south of the metro, basically Plattsmouth on south. That north edge stuck really close to Bellevue, though. It's moving off towards the east. We'll continue to do so. You'll notice here the strongest storm, the heaviest rain down here near Fall City at the moment. Everything fading otherwise as it slides to the east. We're at 68 in Omaha, 65 in Fremont, 60 in Norfolk. So cooler air spilling in from the northwest. Dew points in the 50s and 60s. Far cry from the 70s and the humid conditions we had yesterday. We'll go to 77 by noon, more sunshine this afternoon, up to about 83 for the high today with that north breeze and less humidity. That morning rain south of town moving out quickly. Now Saturday and Sunday, especially afternoon hours each day, that 60% chance of showers and storms, and could even have a few in the morning on Sunday. So we'll be watching that. More rain on Monday too. So hopefully some good soaking rains here the next several days. Still some areas missed out on the rain yesterday, and after that, It's going to heat up, so get all the rain you can the next few days.
All right, it's not the best of weekends, but we will certainly survive.
Last one for the kids before they head back to school.
Unfortunate, but that's the way it works. Speaking of the kids, let's celebrate some first birthdays here on a Friday morning. First up is Patrick Della Luca. His parents are Shannon and Matt, who tell us Patrick just loves crawling, playing with his toy guitar. He loves talking as well, and he likes those wagon rides.
Fun time. Happy birthday to Emery Sexton. Danny and Nick are her parents. Emery loves water, eating everything, and playing with her brother and sister. Happy birthday.
A couple of big, beautiful smiles here today on First Birthdays. If you want to share a picture of your little guy or girl, all you have to do is log on WOWT.com/firstbirthdays, get that photo uploaded, and tell us something special about your soon-to-be one-year-old.
And remember, like always, got to have those in here about a week in advance.
6:10 right now. Coming up in 10 minutes at 6:20 this morning, developing in Saunders County, a man enters a plea for his role in a deadly crash.
But next, a scam alert this morning that involves your computer. And this reminder, we stream all our newscasts live to your tablet, smartphone, and computer.
This is your home for news with Cerise Cole, Dave Zavalinsky, weather with meteorologist Rusty Lord, Jenna James, and traffic with Jordan Shefty and Lucy Chapman. You're watching WOWT 6 News Daybreak.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us here on a Friday, August 5th. Yes. The countdown is over. The Rio Summer Games begin tonight, 6:30, right here at WOWT 6 News.
How exciting is that? It's kind of a big day here on Daybreak because we kind of have our own Olympic Games going. We just had one competition. My athlete won the 400.
And a little donation to
charity. And it goes to Partnership for Kids, a $100 donation to Partnership for Kids for that. So we're going to do another race.
Coming up here in a few minutes.
Coming up in a few minutes. Also a big deal because it's our last show. With Chief Meteorologist Rusty Lord. I'm trying not to be bummed because we are so happy for you.
Same way. I mean, I miss working with you guys, and we'll talk
about it.
We'll talk about it later.
Let's get to the weather.
We'll take a look at the forecast right now. There's some showers down to the south and southeast. They'll continue to move out of the area. Look right there at the 480 North Freeway split. And we'll go from 68 now up to 70 by 9 a.m. Low 80s with sunshine this afternoon. And it's going to be a beautiful day with low humidity.
All right, sounds good there. It also sounds good right here. So take a look at the First National Bank camera, looking at, actually we're just taking a look at Interstate 80 right now, and there are no traffic problems to report. That's the good news. We're going to check in with Lucy Chapman from KFAB 1110 here in just a few minutes to see if it remains that way. 6:31 right now.
All right, this morning, one man is behind bars, another in the hospital after a late night shooting.
Police were called out to 34th and Seward just after 1 a.m. following reports that a man had been shot right outside of a nearby home. Now, when crews arrived, they did find a victim, and they did have to take him to the hospital in critical condition.
As officers set up a perimeter for their investigation, the suspect actually returned to the scene. Well, he was taken into custody. Neither he nor the victim have been identified.
A Metro daycare is taking action after an employee left a 5-year-old inside of a van following a field trip. However, that child's parents say it's too little, too late. Last week, Adeline found herself locked inside of a vehicle, stuck in her seatbelt.
Now, her dad says Sprouting Minds told him they did head counts, but it wasn't until 37 minutes later when Adeline managed to get out of the van and into the building that they noticed she was gone. Sprouting Minds says they gave her water and cool cloths and that she didn't need any medical attention, but Adeline's parents say that's a decision they should have made.
Never thought that something like this would happen to my child. We're very, very fortunate that she's okay, but I still think about it all the time. Yeah, what if?
Now, Adeline's parents have taken her out of that daycare, and since the incident, the teacher who did not follow the procedures has been let go.
6:32, and a water main break in Louisville caused a bit of an alarm among residents there earlier this week, who immediately noticed something was up with their water.
Yeah, how could they not? They give away the brown water that followed. City officials tell us the water main break sent build up from the pipes into the water system. Louisville's mayor says crews have fixed the problem, and at no point the water was unsafe to drink.
A 6 on Your Side investigation now this morning after a towing company is found breaking city ordinance by imposing extra charges. Katie Sanchez is being charged $80 in storage fees alone after being towed last Friday night.
And she says Tow Pros of Omaha told her she couldn't get her car back until the following Monday because they were closed, but that didn't stop them from charging her $20 a day going against 2 city laws.
The place has to be open in order for the people to be able to charge that $15 a day. They have to have the ability to come and get the car back. If the place is just shut down and not open for the day, they can't charge that amount.
Well, not only was Katie charged when she shouldn't have been, but she paid more than the city maximum daily storage fee. Now she has turned the matter over to police.
6:33 now. We got a sneak peek out of Des Moines this morning where a fan favorite at Iowa State Fair, which begins next week, is going to get a bit of company. Take a look. This year, the traditional butter cow will be joined by a butter version of Star Trek crew. In case you didn't know, Star Trek's Captain Kirk is actually an Iowa native.
Oh, yeah. Okay, the butter sculptor says this is the biggest project she has ever attempted. It will be unveiled when the Iowa State Fair opens 1 week from today, actually.
I wonder how cold they have to keep that there.
They have to keep it cold, Rusty.
They have
yes,
to keep
it's
it
incredibly
very cold.
It's in a glass display case, and so yeah, you touch the window. Of course, it's really cold because they got to last for like 10 days.
Oh, I want to see that. All right. Well, the countdown has dwindled to just hours before the Rio Summer Olympic Opening Ceremonies.
Finally, right?
Yes.
The excitement is certainly contagious, especially out at Bellevue East. That is where we find our Jenna Janes. And Jenna, you're joined by a few competitors out there this morning.
I am. We are hosting an Olympic-style track meet because we are so hyped for the opening ceremonies tonight, for the Olympics to really gear up right here on WOWT NBC Omaha. So if you're getting excited to watch those tonight, well, you're going to be very excited for this. This morning we are hosting a track meet at Bellevue East. Bellevue East, let's hear it. Let's go! That's right. All right, so how it works is that each of the students way down there at the other end of the track, they are going to be running a 100-meter dash. What they're going to do is each of them are wearing a shirt with one of our names on it. So we've got Dave, Cerise, Jordan, Rusty, all of us. And then whoever wins, we're going to make a donation to the charity of their choice. So let's see them run. All right, we've got Logan, Austin, Christina, Xander, and Connor all running this morning, again, for all different charities. We've got kids charities. We've got, oh, wait, hold on. Austin, my man, the Jenna runner. Austin, you got to come here. You got to come join me. I knew you could pull it out. I knew you could do this. Austin, very nice. Now, in the last race, Logan won. Logan is a track star, but hey, Austin, running for the Jenna team. We just gave a donation to Girls Inc. How does it feel?
Feels pretty great to help somebody out.
Yeah. Now, what do you do? Are you an athlete here at Bellevue East? What do you do?
3 sports.
What is it? Where are they?
Tennis, basketball, and baseball.
Tennis, basketball, and baseball. So not even a track runner, but he crushed this 100 meters. So again, you get a gold medal as well. Thank you for bringing it home for Girls Inc. I really appreciate it. But hey, all of our other racers, I know you guys are a little pooped this morning, but Connor, here you go. You get a gold medal too. Because you guys are all star athletes for waking up this morning. Christina, Xander, thank you guys so much. But Dave, Cerise, okay, again, we just got to recap. Cerise, your runner won the 400.
Yes.
Partnership for Kids is getting a donation. My runner just totally crushed that 100, and they're going to make a donation to Girls Inc.
Yes, good job. Tell them all a good job. We so appreciate them for doing that for us.
We say that you guys all did a fantastic job. Thank you.
All right, Jenna Janes reporting for us live at Bellevue East. Jenna, thank you. Thank you for everybody there getting up early. I can't believe they're just winded.
Those
it was only
kids
100 meters.
I love
Come on.
the post, exhausted, post game.
They did run a 400 too,
They
right?
did run a 400
Okay.
earlier. We'll give them a pass.
Asking him questions after you run a 100-meter dash. I couldn't talk then, but let's talk right now about the forecast and show you what we have going on as of this moment. Severe weather outlook today, quiet. All it's going to be well down to our southeast, out ahead of the front. You can see down here near St. Louis about the only area we need to be concerned about. Showers and storms, Kansas, and some here in far southeastern portions of the viewing area, but those are moving out. The ones off to the west are likely to fade away, and you can see here close to the metro, we're going to continue to see some of these move out. Not much to worry about in this regard, but Shenandoah, Clarinda over towards Bedford, and then down into northwest Missouri, these will continue to fade away as they move off towards the east, and it looks like we had a pretty good day on the way. So let's take a look at the weather where you live. We'll start off in Pottawatomie County today. By 5 o'clock, north wind 5 to 10 miles per hour. Much quieter for you in Council Bluffs today. 83 for the temperature there by 5 as you're driving home. 82 in Oakland, 82 in Macedonia. We look at Douglas County, 82 in Bennington, 83 Ralston, 83 in Omaha, and 83 in Millard by 5 o'clock. A beautiful day on the way in Sarpy County as well. Look at about 83, 84 in Papillion, 83 in Bellevue, and 84 in Springfield. So that right there makes for a pretty good Friday. Enjoy that because the next 3 days, it does look like we have rain chances Saturday afternoon and then again on Sunday. About a 60% chance of showers both those days. Saturday looks like afternoon hours, although it has been trending less and less the way it looks. We're going to continue to see if that's the trend. The light showers still, though. Any rain falling on your Saturday afternoon, not going to be fun if you're outside, say Sarpy County Fair, stuff like that, but still something to keep an eye on.
All right, we appreciate it, Russ. Thank you. 6:38 right now. Coming up at 6:50, it's the image that has everybody talking still. We've got local reaction after that tornado touches down in Lake Manawa.
But up next, trouble for Trump, where new poll numbers have him sitting as of this morning. You're watching WOWT 6 News live at Daybreak.
Does your home or business have storm damage? McGinnis Roofing works directly with you and your insurance company to get the repairs done right using high-quality materials and professional installation. Call the experts, McGinnis Roofing, for your free storm damage inspection.
Have we got a deal for you? Omaha Door and Window is offering a garage door bundle for only $7.77 installed. Get a new insulated garage door opener, free haul away of your old door, and tax included. All this for only $7.77 installed, plus a free keyless entry valued at $50. Act now. This bundle of savings is too big to pass up.
Taking care of business is what we do at Omaha Door and Window.
Today we're going to be comparing the roll-form steel bed of the Chevy Silverado to the aluminum bed of this competitor's truck. Awesome. Yeah. First, let's check out the aluminum bed of this truck. Wow. Holy moly. Full on crack here. Now let's check out the steel bed of the Silverado.
I'd expect more dents. No holes.
This summer, find your tag and get 16% of MSRP cash back on select remaining 2016 Silverado pickups in stock. That's over $7,500 cash back on this Chevy Silverado. See your Heartland Chevy dealers.
Ah, summertime. For me, that means two things: steak and s'mores. That's why I created our Sizzlin' Summer Feast. You get a medium Philly cheesesteak pizza, a medium one-topping pizza, and s'mores monkey bread. That's right. It's our delicious monkey bread full of gooey marshmallows, rich sweet chocolate, and crushed graham crackers. Get our Sizzlin' Summer Feast for only $25.99. Godfather's Pizza. Do it.
Life as a spokes box is great. People love me for saving them over $500 grand when they switched to Progressive. So I'm dabbling in new ventures. It was board game night with the Dalai Lama. Great guy, terrible player. Go paperless, don't stress, girl. I got the discounts that you need. Safe drive. It's a balancing act, but I gotta give the people what they want. More bucks.
Any words for the critics?
What can I say? Critty's gonna neg.
What?
Have you thought about replacing your air conditioner? For over 40 years, Exarban ARS has been Metro Omaha's heating, air conditioning, and plumbing specialist. For a limited time, Exarban ARS is offering a $500 AC clunker credit toward the purchase and installation of a new energy-efficient unit. Offering professional, reliable service, Exarban ARS technicians are backed by our exceptional service guarantee, plus fast and friendly service. Call 402-331-1233 or visit exarbanars.com. Heating, cooling, plumbing, comfort.
Does your home or business have storm damage? McGinnis Roofing works directly with you and your insurance company to get the repairs done right using high-quality materials and professional installation. Call the experts, McGinnis Roofing, for your free storm damage inspection.
All right, everybody, 6:42 right now. Let's head over to 1110 KFAB's Lucy Chapman for the latest on what she's hearing about traffic.
Lucy, quiet start. Is it staying that way?
It is. It's really quiet out there for your Friday morning, which is always good news. But we do have some areas of construction that will slow you down. You can see I-80 is running just fine at posted speeds. Dodge Expressway looks good. JFK northbound out of Bellevue, no problems there. However, on Dodge westbound at about 57th near the pedestrian bridge, you've got a lane down there. So you're gonna need to keep that in mind for your drive home this afternoon. Also at 72nd and Pine, that is just south of Pacific, and you're also going to see delays along Cass, Dodge to 77th. You're going to find your head-to-head traffic in the eastbound lane, so use Dodge or Blondo to avoid that area. For WOWT 6 News viewers, I'm Lucy Chapman with 1110 KFAB Time Saver Traffic.
Lucy, thank you. 6:43 right now, and some tense moments caught on video last night as a Southwest Airlines flight experienced a partial collapse. 126 passengers and 5 crew members were on the flight that was heading from Baltimore to Atlanta.
Now, the flight was pushing back from the gate when the nose gear failed. Fortunately, no injuries to report here, but the passengers did have to wait another 4 hours for a new flight.
Well, now to Decision 2016 covered several new polls out in the last 24 hours, and they all point to trouble for Donald Trump. As Hillary Clinton hammers away at how Trump does business, new numbers put her in the lead.
In New Hampshire and Pennsylvania, Trump's down by double digits now, and the focus for him is on Wisconsin.
Trump is in trouble in Wisconsin. I don't think he helped himself in his own party, where his support has been soft, by picking a fight with the most popular Republican politician. And right now, there's a lack of enthusiasm for him.
Clinton will be in Washington, D.C. later today. Meanwhile, Trump will be in our neighboring state of Iowa. And developing in Lincoln last night, 2 young boys are safe after being swept away in fast-moving water in 2 separate incidents. Police say the incidents happened almost simultaneously at 68th and Fremont. 2 strangers managed to pull a boy from the water.
Wow, near 65th and Havelock, a second boy pulled himself to safety after being swept away in a culvert. Incredibly, neither were hurt. Well, the video continues to circulate online, that dramatic, impossible to miss rope that seemingly fell out of the sky over Lake Manawa.
Incredibly, no reports of damage or injuries because of the tornado. Instead of hearing from area residents how beautiful the cell was, not typically the adjective you hear when talking about severe weather here.
Usually not. Instead of seeking shelter, though, many held up their phones, catching this image over and over.
I look over and there's this big tornado. It's like, come outside, there's a tornado. I was like, you're joking, but he wasn't.
Well, the National Weather Service crews were tracking the storm from Valley, Nebraska, and based on what was seen on the ground, they believe this may have been a minor tornado called a land spout, or in this case, a water spout. And the most unusual image connected to the storm, right here, this fish.
Jeff Fuller sent us this picture saying the tornado dropped what appears to be a bass right into his front yard. Now, this is about 4 miles away from where that tornado touched down. That's pretty incredible.
Is it true, Rusty?
I gotta say, I've never seen anything like that. 4 miles seems like quite a distance, but I guess it was a fairly weak tornado. Yeah, a land spout that basically just formed right over Lake Manawa, and I guess, yeah, do we call it a land spout, water spout? I've never seen the fish thing happen before.
I've never seen that water spout thing happen either.
It got a little rowdy yesterday.
Yes, it did.
Even the weak tornadoes can cause damage. Luckily, that one was over Lake Manawa, and it wasn't your typical supercell tornado that tends to strengthen, so it didn't last too long either. So none of that in the forecast today. Let's take a look at the numbers and show you what you can expect. 68 right now in Omaha. It's 67 in Plattsmouth. Not much to worry about as far as showers and storms are concerned. You can see there are a few down here to the southeast. Those are moving out of the area. Will continue to do so little by little here over the next hour or two, but clouds are moving out as we speak as well. Like I mentioned, many 60s on the map. 59 though in Denison at the moment. Winds out of the north at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Dragging in the cooler, drier air. Dew points in the 50s and 60s. These were all in the 70s yesterday, so we've taken a lot of the mugginess out of the air as well this morning. So 7 o'clock, there's the showers and storms down to our south. By 9, we're up near 70 in the metro, and then we'll warm through the 70s the rest of the morning. By noon, 76, 77 degrees looks to be pretty good, with a few high, thin clouds moving in from the west. By 3 o'clock, we're looking at numbers near 80. Our high today, likely in the low 80s, probably a couple degrees warmer than that. We'll call it 82, 83 for that afternoon high. Beautiful regardless. Enjoy your Friday evening because the weekend turns a little soggy after this. By 7 o'clock, we have temperatures that will fall off into the upper 70s. Now, rain chances on Saturday. Right now, it looks like it'd be during the afternoon, especially from Omaha on south. That's why we're keeping it at 60%. I don't think everyone's going to see rain on Saturday. Sunday, showers and storms develop too. Upper 70s just because of the clouds that are around the area, limiting our warming. Still some rain chances Monday, and then after that moves out, we heat it back up into the low 90s. Guys?
Rusty, thank you. We do have an unusual arrest to tell you about from overnight after a shooting that did send a man to the hospital with critical injuries.
An Omaha Police Lieutenant jokes saying the suspect's conscience may have actually kicked in. Officers were called to 34th and Seward just after 1 o'clock this morning following reports that a man had been shot outside a nearby home. Well, when crews arrived, they found the victim and took him to the hospital in critical condition.
As officers set up the perimeter, however, for their investigation, the suspect actually returned to the scene. Yeah, he was taken into custody, but neither him nor the victim have been identified.
On this morning, crews make quick work of a fire at a local church. Fortunately, that fire was kept to the exterior of Freedom Christian Fellowship Church.
No news yet this morning on what caused the fire, but there are no injuries to report.
The city council has given final approval, but a chicken processing plant in Fremont is facing yet another hurdle, this time in court.
Thursday, about 50 people showed up to hear arguments against the city after two plaintiffs filed an emergency injunction to stop the plant. The plaintiffs say city leaders illegally declared about 1,000 acres of land substandard just in order to annex the property where this plant will be built.
Now, the plaintiffs' attorney said city leaders pushed for the annexation of the land without keeping an open mind to other options. The defense noted there is no rule that forces elected officials to not have a preference over certain legislation. The judge has 2 weeks to decide if he will grant that injunction and halt the process to develop the plant.
6:48, and the lockdown does continue at the Nebraska State Penitentiary following a disturbance among inmates and faculty staff.
WOWT spoke to a criminology expert who ties recent examples of unrest to overcrowding. This morning, the mother of an inmate at York Women's Facility says she's terrified by the violence.
In a statement following the disturbance in Lincoln, the Department of Corrections reiterates that, quote, staff safety is a priority. Terry Wolterman agrees, but says inmate safety needs to be a focus as well.
Fear for my loved one that's in a facility is heartbreaking, not only for me, but I'm sure there's other people out there to even think about these things.
The penitentiary will remain on lockdown pending an investigation.
2 firefighters are back home this morning after being treated for heat-related stress after battling a house fire in Ponca Hills.
It was a story that we brought to you as breaking news this time yesterday as several crews responded to this massive blaze. Well, this morning officials say it did begin in the garage, spreading throughout the home. The cause has been ruled accidental.
Now, the couple living here says their neighbor actually noticed the fire first, helping them contact those fire crews.
My phone got burned up, and the downstairs phone, I couldn't make it back upstairs to the phone because of the smoke. The downstairs phone, for whatever reason, wasn't working, and had my neighbor not been able to call, I don't know. I mean, this would have been a total loss.
Well, the homeowners also expressed their gratitude toward first responders, especially their efforts to save their dog who ran back inside that house.
And that dog's name, by the way, actually pretty appropriate given the circumstance. Its name is Trouble.
6:50 the time right now, and this morning on Daybreak, we have been preparing for tonight's opening ceremonies with a little friendly competition at Bellevue East.
Yeah, not nearly to the scale of the celebrations you're going to see in Rio later tonight, but Jenna Janes still seems to be having a pretty good time down there at Bellevue East. Jenna, good morning.
Oh, I'm having a blast at Bellevue East. These guys really know how to welcome us this morning. At 5:30 in the morning, all these students got up to come and join us. So big thank you to them. But we're excited for the opening ceremonies. You guys are excited for the opening ceremonies, right? Yeah! It's going to be big tonight in Rio. 206 countries are going to be competing, with including a refugee team. They're all going to be walking that track in Brazil to really show off their nation's pride. Now, they are planning this event for 5 years because billions of people, 3 billion, are expected to watch that opening ceremony tonight. I talked to one student here who says she definitely has at least one part that's her favorite.
The torch, because I just think it's so cool because everyone's just like watching that one part.
The torch is definitely going to be a very interesting part tonight. They are keeping some things under wraps. We do know 300 dancers are going to be taking part in this opening ceremony, along with 5,000 volunteers, 12,000 costumes. That is a whole lot of costume changes. But they are keeping that cauldron a secret. They're trying to keep who's going to light it a secret as well, but rumor has it that Pele may be doing it. We're hoping that he might kick a flaming soccer ball into the cauldron. But we also want to say that this morning we did have 5 athletes join us in order to have our own Olympic-style track meet to kick off the Olympics. Thank you all so much for coming out here. You guys did great. Christina, let's talk to you real quick. I know, I'm putting you on the spot here. I'm sorry. How excited are you for the opening ceremonies tonight? What's your favorite sport to watch?
My favorite sport's probably soccer at this point.
Soccer, yeah. Have you been watching the women really kick butt so far?
I have.
Yeah. How about Logan? How about you? You said track earlier was your favorite. What are you looking forward to in the opening ceremonies tonight?
I'm looking forward to see how Rio puts it all together and makes a giant show out of it.
Yeah, definitely. That'll definitely be the interesting thing since never had it in South America before. So big thank you again to Bellevue East. Guys, can you guys give us a cheer out of here, a Bellevue East cheer? Do you have one for us? Woo! I know, I'm putting you on the spot. Do you have one? Let's hear it. Let's hear it, Chieftain Nation. Go ahead, let's hear it. 5, 6, 7, 8. Chieftain Nation! Chieftain Nation! Chieftain Nation! There you have it, Dave Therese.
I love it.
That's good. I did like the impromptu
By the way,
one as well.
School starts for them next week. They got up early before school even starts to make sure that they come out here and join us.
Thanks to them for coming out this morning. All right. Well, the weather cooperated for us out there this morning, and it looks like it's going to be a nice day.
I was a little concerned we might get some showers. It's not close to Bellevue. Ended up staying south. 68 right now. We'll go to 70 by 9 o'clock. Low 80s this afternoon with sunshine, less humidity, and a north breeze. A lot to look forward to today. There are some rain chances this weekend, so enjoy today while you can.
All right, taking a look outside, final look at that morning commute here at this hour as we take a look at Interstate 80. It's been a really good start so far to the morning, and it is staying that way for the most part. Nothing to report at this hour. Of course, we'll keep you updated on traffic here throughout the cut-ins this morning at 7:26, 7:56, and 8:26.
All right, well, we do have a couple of announcements to make today.
We do. We're kind of, to borrow a line from Ron Burgundy, it's kind of a glass case of emotions here on Daybreak this morning. That's because we're saying goodbye to two friends and colleagues. First, we want to say congratulations to our executive producer, Dennis Wilden, 26 years here at WOWT. He is riding off into the sunset later this afternoon, and it's certainly well-deserved. He has his hands in everything. You don't necessarily see here at home, but such an integral part, not only here at Daybreak, but our entire station.
That's right, and he has been in this business for 40 years, so it will be so nice for him to just unwind. This is a stressful business, so we're happy that Dennis will get to unwind, not listen to those scares, and enjoy.
He helped shape a lot of what we do on Daybreak each and every day, and he was back in the Weather Center a lot too. And it's good to have him back there, and I learned a lot from the man while he was here.
Definitely a champion of Daybreak. So Dennis, congratulations. And also we're saying goodbye to meteorologist Rusty Lord here on Daybreak.
He's not going far, he's just moving to the night shift, but for us it'll be like ships passing in the nighttime.
Yeah.
Before you talk about that, we do want to remind everybody why Rusty is getting this well-deserved promotion. I mean, ever since Rusty's gotten that shout out on SportsCenter for his CWS weather coverage, for the people, unbelievable. He's totally let it go to his head.
Is this distilled? I asked for spring water. I thought I asked for a Windsor. My shoulder's tired from carrying this newscast.
I really miss Uncool Rusty.
We miss Uncool Rusty.
We do. You're cool in our books all the time. So as we celebrate on Daybreak, we got you a cake. You and Dennis are sharing it. Rusty, you have really been an integral part of what makes this show such a success. And we know you will do great at 10 o'clock. Everybody on Facebook and social media has been so happy with the news. We are too. Congratulations. We are going to miss starting our day off with you every day.
I've spent a quarter of my life waking up at 2 a.m.
Man, when you put it that way.
Yeah, I know, it's a little weird. So first things first.
You're deleting the alarm.
I'm turning the alarm off on my phone right now. But I'm going to miss you guys. It's different waking up in the morning. You're fun to work with. At the same time, we'll still be in the same building. It's just going to be weird working totally different hours. And you know, when you came and then you showed up afterwards, I was nervous we wouldn't have our chemistry, and it worked out perfectly. And you know, it's going to be sad not working with you guys. But at the same time, you can still stay a little late and say hi.
We will. We will.
You stay late and say hi to us.
We're going to miss our DJ. Rusty keeps the music going during the commercial breaks.
A lot of Britney Spears yesterday. It was fun.
All right. Best of luck, Rusty. We're a hot mess here.
That wraps up Daybreak. Have a great day, a great weekend. We'll see you back here Monday.
WOWT 6 News is everywhere. Watch every newscast streamed live on our website and mobile app. Our home is filled with inspiring people, providing a smile, telling stories, and creating memories you will never forget. We are WOWT 6 News. Welcome home.
Getting a secure and safe home with style is just a stop away at Menards. This Quickset Juno Deadbolt combo has a deadbolt and entry lock set. Get it in a satin, nickel, or bronze finish for $28.99 after rebate.